So, former UFC champion Dustin Poirier was arrested recently at an Atlanta airport for a wild incident where he basically seemed like he was a couple of wrong words away from killing all the police up in there. It was absolutely insane. Even the cops were scared. The cops were fanned out, starstruck, and scared because they knew that this guy could destroy them in one punch. It was absolutely crazy. I'm going to show you all the body cam in this video, and it's going to blow your mind. Okay, but before I do that, if you like this video and you think this is interesting, one of me breaking down some police body cam, definitely go and check out my new channel, Body Cam Ross. It's here. It's also linked down below. I'm channel collabing this video with this channel. I've been doing every week, I've been doing a body cam breakdown, and these are some crazy stories. We did this video, which was insane, 2 weeks ago, about a mother that was forced to drop a baby from a burning building, and the police are desperately trying to catch the baby. I won't tell you what happened, but go and check that video out if you want to. Look, I sit and watch so much body cam in my spare time when I'm not making videos for you guys. I'm kicking back, probably, you know what I'm saying, cooling. I'm kicking back cool and watching some body cam footage. That's all I'm going to say, okay? This is the type of stuff that I watch and I'm now making it, okay? And it's no AI. It's my real voice. It's me talking. People have been saying AI. There ain't no AI. Real stories that I'm researching with my team. I'm presenting them. I'm breaking them down with a lot more depth than you would normally see in a police body cam video. Even this one, where about this rapper who thought he was the devil and he was running around stabbing people. And we got all the info. We talk about his early rap career, all the music that this guy was making before he lost it. It's crazy. So go and check out Body Cam Ross, man. It is blowing up, all right? I'm really grateful for everybody that's been tapped in. And this is, I ain't even promoted this channel. I promoted this channel once and it's taken off. I'm very, very grateful. But back to Dustin Poirier, okay? TMZ broke the story first that he was arrested for public drunkenness. But there weren't many details on what actually happened when this was reported, okay? This was reported a few days ago before we got the body cam footage. And I don't think anybody was expecting it to be this mad. But basically, this is how TMZ reported it initially, TMZ Sports. They said ex-UFC star Dustin Poirier was arrested on a public drunkenness charge. Look at them ears. That's crazy, bro. I'd be ready to punch someone up if my ears were looking like that too. How can you even hear? All right. So it wasn't exactly the Father's Day Dustin Poirier had in mind. The retired UFC legend was arrested early Sunday evening in Georgia, TMZ Sports learned. Poirier, age 37, was booked for public drunk, a misdemeanor, at 6:38 p.m. before being released several hours later, a quarter after 10 p.m. But it's unclear what led up to Dustin's arrest. Well, it is now clear because I'm going to show you. But it said on Sunday, Dustin reposted a Happy Father's Day post his wife shared with her followers on Instagram, showing Dustin, this says DP, as Dustin Poirier, not discipline, not DPs that the Crips be doing, all right? Yeah, and I tell you what, this is a man, DP ain't getting no DPs. You want to give this man a DP, you might not survive. Might be RIP, like an Hefe situation. But anyway, says everybody's all smiles, all right? But public drunkenness can carry a year in jail or a serious fine if convicted. Poirier was the former interim lightweight champion for the UFC. He was one of the best 155-pound fighters of his generation. He fought Conor McGregor 3 times, beating him twice. He also beat Michael Chandler, Max Holloway, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, among many others. All right, he retired a year ago after his final fight at UFC 318. And he made his initial court appearance Sunday morning. Now, here's the update, all right? Ben Askren gave some context around it. He wrote on X what he thought of the situation, okay? And let's look at what he said. He said he was having a good time at the airport, wrestled some of my friends. He just went to Instagram to address the arrest. He kept it short and sweet. He said, love you all, I'm working on myself, okay? This is Ben Askren. Said he was having a good time at the airport, wrestled some of my friends. So this is before it all popped off. All right, this is what was going down.
Grab it, please. Start in the clinch like the. Nothing, bro. Nothing.
So look, he was getting a little pre-fight. He was getting like a little pre-fight game in, having a little wrestle with somebody. So look, the body cam footage has been released. TMZ had it. And basically what it shows is Atlanta police basically report to the reports. Atlanta police basically report to the incident at Delta Gate where he was basically denied boarding of the plane for being intoxicated. And he immediately started trying to fight and wrestle with the cops. And the cop, I'm not going to lie, the cop looked like he was shitting himself. The cop looked very, very scared. Let's see what went down.
Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog.
What's going on?
What's up? Bunch of hoes. Let's go. Let's go.
Relax.
You lying.
Hold him off the plane.
Yeah, pull me off the plane. All my boys went to the crib. Now what the
And this is why he got pulled off the plane.
You Dustin Poirier?
Man, you, bro.
So the cop recognized him and said, wait, you Dustin Poirier? And he says, F you, dog. This cop is like, bruh, This above my pay grade, bro. This am I really gonna try and take this guy down, bro? He gonna fuck me up.
Just relax.
Man, you and her and her. I'll fight you right now.
No, I don't want to fight, bro.
I'll go with you right now.
Bro, I don't want to fight, bro. I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
I don't want to fight.
Let's go.
Radio, have you?
Yeah, tell him, come on.
Get a couple of
because it's gonna be bad.
Bro, just
it's gonna be bad, my nigga.
Bro.
Did he just call him the N-word too, bro? Let's not make it a hate crime. That's crazy. He said it's gonna be bad. All right. Even this cop on body cam, he's backing off. He's saying, bro, I don't want to. Long day at the office for this cop. I'm not gonna lie to you. Crazy.
What's up,
bro? Relax.
You want to fight?
Radio 237.
Radio, start several units. No.
He said, I need several units, bro. I need several units. And then these girls, he's saying they need to run away. He's clutching his taser. He thinking, bro, this taser might not even work. He a beast.
You're not gonna want to fight something.
Radio 237, Sam.
Boy, you.
Bro, relax, bro. Relax, bro.
You gonna tase me, dog?
Relax.
Bro, I'm gonna bang you up.
Bro, relax.
I'm here a good one.
Just relax.
Give me a good one.
Yo. They kicked him off the flight. This guy's a UFC fighter. You know.
What's going on, brother? Talk to me.
Man, the beach is lying hoes, man. Let's go. Arrest me. Let's go. Let's go. Arrest me.
So after all that, he just said arrest me.
Hey, pound it.
All right, man.
No, you did a great job, bro. You did a great job. You did what you could.
That, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the craziest body cams I've ever seen. I've never seen police so scared. That cop was scared. That second cop came in, was just like, what the hell is going on? And then he basically realized, you know what, let me not go. Because if he'd have beaten up that cop, it would have been game over. It would have been, bro, he could have been doing 10 years in jail for beating up that cop. He could have killed that cop, bro. He could have been doing capital murder. It's crazy. So there's been some more information. Dustin Poirier actually came out. He said, I need some help. He's been struggling with alcohol abuse after retirement. So he does have a problem, man. And thank God that he saw sense eventually and he didn't, catch a body that day in the airport, because it could have gone that way, bro. It could have been RIP to that cop. It could have been the craziest body cam we ever seen. But it says, Dustin Poirier says quitting fighting hasn't been easy, clearly, because he wanted to fight. He's trying to fight everyone. He's trying to fight in the airport bar. He's trying to fight the cops. He's trying to fight the flight attendants, bro. He might try to fight himself if he catches a mirror. It says he admits he was struggling with booze after police video showed the former UFC champ belligerently cursing at airport employees before being arrested on Sunday. He said, I'm at the point where I need some help. I'm walking away from fighting hasn't been easy on me, and alcohol isn't the answer. It ruined my father's life. I won't allow it to ruin mine, and my family deserves me at 100%, he wrote Tuesday night. All right. He said, I'm trying to do everything I can to get my mind right and take the right next steps. Respect to him, bro. Look, I haven't drank alcohol in many, many years, going on 6-7 years, all right? And it's no good, all right? Some people, it works for them. Some people, it don't. I was one of them people. It was never, ever, ever anything good. It was never good news with the alcohol, man. I quit that shit and it's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. If you like a smoke, you like a drink, you know what I'm saying? There are all type of things you can take. Or you can just enjoy yourself, have a nice coffee, all right? Have a nice, you know what I'm saying? A nice mint tea. That might be what you need to calm down. But alcohol really isn't the answer, bro. And I hope he does get the help he needs. He vowed that he was going to get help, okay? And as we saw, he said, you want to fight? That is crazy. When he squared up and knuckled up with him, you're thinking, bro. Like, even that cop, he's like, bro, I don't want to fight you, bro. He was low-key a fan. He was like, wait, you Dustin Poirier? The cop was like, bro, like, can't lie. That's his mugshot. Look at the ears, bro. The ears are brazy, bro. The ears are insane. Bro, that's nuts. So he went peacefully, dapped up the officer, obviously went out for public drunkenness. Now, one person who reacted to the arrest was former UFC fighter and longtime rival of his, Colby Covington. Okay, he gave his thoughts on the situation in this little video that he posted. Let's hear what he said.
America's champ here, and I just want to take a moment and have a toast to Father of the Year, Dustin Poirier. Nothing says role model and family man like being arrested for public intoxication at 37 years old at 6:38 p.m. on Father's Day. Cheers to you, Dustin. Next time, try an ice-cold Real American Beer Zero. It's great for people who want to be social and not get blackout drunk and act like Louisiana swamp trash. Hit me up when you get out of the slammer, and I'll get a pallet over to you, buddy. Cheers. See,
this is the problem, right? This is the problem. when you strike out like this so embarrassingly, bro, all your ops are crawling out the woodwork. He doing a whole promotional marketing campaign off the back of your pain, all right? And this is a long-term rival of yours from the ring. So we also saw from another controversial legend of the fight game, Sean Strickland, who I did a video on the fact that he snuck in to the whole UFC 250 at the White House. He reacted to it. He said the N-word. He said the N-word. He reacted specifically to him saying the N-word in his arrest footage. He said, bro, that man is a real, I forgot he was white. He forgot he was white. He said, bro, that man a real N-word. He forgot he was white. That's crazy. All right. People saying, imagine getting told to square up by Poirier. Not every day you get a crack at the BMF belt. I wonder how wasted he would have to be for the average person to even stand a chance. I feel like he'd still beat my ass like 12 shots deep. They're saying his body and mind don't even need to know what's going on to throw out a 5-piece combo. His muscle memory is so deep, even blackout drunk, he'd still sleep anybody who's not a trained fighter. And even then, you better hope he's really wasted. Not to mention, Dustin is violent as F, and it's bare knuckle. It ain't that long ago he gave Islam the hardest fight of his title run, right? It's insanity. Could you imagine trying to fight this guy and you not know you ain't trained or any of that? Kind of scary. Imagine just doing your job, then out of nowhere you get challenged to a fist fight by a wasted Dustin Poirier. So usually you'd have to pay him thousands to do that. It's a bargain, really. So did you notice at the end of the video they had to use 2 link cuffs to cuff him? That's normally reserved for giant dudes. Dusty has several kinds of sourced. Saying he's already a fridge. Can't imagine how wide this dude is now. All right, dude's all TRT'd out so he can drink and still look good. Said dude walked through the door and immediately wished he didn't have that job. He said, I work in IT, so I'd say if this happened to me once at work, I would probably quit. They're saying he had a little too much hot sauce, too much dip on his chip. All right, LMAO Dustins, do you want to fight? He sounds like an Oblivion NPC. You might need to take an arrow to the knee after that one. He's the endgame NPC like the Ebony Warrior in Skyrim, and he's using the N-word like... I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to say too much, all right? I ain't even going to say too much. It's crazy. It's actually crazy, bro. Since Sean Strickland is 1,000% addicted to social media, I think he's actually redoing his teenage years, living vicariously through himself, if you will. So well struggled. His public perception is his identity. They're saying, man, what was Poirier drinking? Hennessy, Purple, Modelo, Mickey's Malt Liquor. All right? It's crazy. It's nuts. So there's actually an old interview of his that's now recirculating again where people say that Dustin had already talked about struggling with life after retirement. So now we're actually seeing that manifest in his day-to-day activities. But this is kind of his perspective on it a while back.
Just like, how are you doing in life? Bro, just like, how are you doing in life right now? How is life? How is, Dustin Poirier, not the fighter, but like just Dustin Poirier in general, bro?
Thanks for asking that, man. I'm trying to navigate it, bro. I'm good. Some days I'm great. Some days I'm not so good. It's up and down, honestly. Fighting has changed me forever. And in good and bad ways, it's just...
We see them ears have changed forever for sure, bro. You need to get that looked at. I'll take that back. He'll beat the shit out of me.
Just trying to get into a groove of being a father, being home more, working on things outside of fighting, things that I put on the back burner that I couldn't for so many years. Just staying busy, man. It's really, I got to keep my mind busy. I'm a danger. I've said this before. People have heard me say this, but I'm danger if I don't have anything circled on my calendar. If I'm not working towards something, trying to better myself and my family, I'm a danger to myself. And you lose a piece of your identity. Fighting isn't who you are. It's just something you do. But it's so hard to compartmentalize it and really live that. It's one thing to say it, and I know it. Fighting's just something I did. But when you do it for 20 years, it's like it does become a part of who you are. So I'm just trying to separate the fighter from the person since I retired. Yes.
Bro, just
look, he's really going through it, man. I do actually feel for him because I couldn't imagine what I would do. Times when I've had to take a week off. I remember I had my tonsils out. We're talking like 4 years ago now. 4 or 5 years. No, I didn't have my tonsils. My bad. I had my appendix out and I couldn't make videos for like 2-3 months. It ruined it. I was so depressed. I'd be getting depressed, but that was some shit. I couldn't do videos. I couldn't talk. I couldn't get out of bed. I was off the pain pills. It was horrible. And that's just a couple months not being able to make videos, bro. This is what I was put here to do. So anyway, this has been going viral all over Reddit. This is the UFC Reddit saying, wild Dustin Poirier requesting a fade in the middle of your 9-to-5 job has got to be the worst. I thought they were saying the situation. They're saying it's a wild Dustin Poirier requesting a fade in the middle of your 9-to-5 job is to be the worst feeling ever. He just spawned. A level 100 Dustin spawned and you got to fight. This like... It's like, when a Pokemon battle start? Like, this imagine this going down. Wait, hang on. Like, imagine this goes down. This is what you're hearing when you see him. Bruv. That shit crazy, bro. That's actually wild. I'm gonna play it again. Finished. Level 100 Dustin has appeared. He wants to battle. It's over with. Okay? People saying I can't let you get close. I want to know. Are you Dustin Poirier? Unbelievable.
You Dustin Poirier?
Man, you, bro.
Crazy, bro. He said he Dustin. Yeah, man, fuck you. This has the potential to go triple platinum, bro. Right? How big of a brick did that cop shit when the elevator door opened and drunk Poirier is there ready to scrap? It's like finding Darth Maul on the opposite side. I didn't realize they had other footage. He was probably getting ready to shoot his ass. I think he'd be nervous he'd have to kill him. With his record as a professional fighter, the shooting would have slid through court like butter. So it's not even as if he's way outside of his prime. He just left the UFC with plenty of unspent potential. Crazy. Yeah, I'm sure the first thing a cop does immediately after a pro fighter squares up is figure out if they're washed up or still have some potential. He's thinking, bro, I'm not sure about this guy's record. He said he had his hand on his taser ready to go. He showed incredible restraint in de-escalating the situation. Tasing someone that heavily intoxicated with drugs could easily kill them. So it sucks to see Dustin acting like a sketchy drunk dude at a gas station. Let this be a reminder, we don't know these guys. We see in interviews and social media, that stuff's all a sculpted image. He might just be a sketchy drunk dude who happens to be really good at fighting. They're saying he's from Lafayette. We're all sketchy drunk dudes, just some happen to be good at fighting. It's a little surprising considering his charity work. He's basically a local hero in his hometown. Really sucks to see, and I hope it doesn't become consistent behavior. Says it really makes you appreciate the GSPs, Stripes, and Izzies of the world, all-time greats who also have the wherewithal for stability outside of the cage. With Izzy in particular, there was footage of some dumbass trying to bait him into a fight. Izzy cocks his hips and then just ends up getting into his McLaren. Pretty sure he ended up suing the dude. Didn't that dude spit on him? Apparently that is. They're saying Izzy spat on him, not the dude baiting. True story, that guy spit on my friend outside a bar. A guy that spit on my friend outside a bar wound up getting arrested. Someone happened to catch it on video. He flagged a cop down, showed them the video, and they cuffed the dude and booked him for assault. The cop was disgusted, lol. My friend was like, yeah, I just wanted it on record and to file a report. The cop was like, what do you mean? I'm going to arrest him right now. It is assault, bro. If someone spits on you, bro, it's actually no good. That's actually no good, bro. You're disgusting, toxic, biohazard spit from your mouth coming onto my face, bro. You going to jail. Shoot, I'm definitely calling for backup. Dude is heavy now. He's probably got insane power behind those punches. He could be 105. I'm still not going anywhere near him. He could be an atom weight. I'm still not eating a TRT-infused punch from a professional fighter, bro. This is undefeated. Dustin's lucky that particular cop got the call. A lot of police would have drawn on him. And who knows what? Blacked out, roid rage Dustin does what when that happens? Roid rage Dustin... who knows what blacked out roid rage Dustin does when that happens. The guy did a really good job. He didn't escalate the situation one bit, even when he could have. It was the difference between violence and non-violence in the case. He knew, bro, he might get smoked. He might get knocked out. He might be unconscious before he can even pull that trigger, bro. It says, if it came to it, the cop would have used his wireless permanent fade machine. All right? It says, DP lucky as F he didn't escalate because that cop could be well within his rights to slot him, I reckon shoot him. What else could he do with deranged Dustin looking to put hands on him? There was no other way. I think seeing Justin get the belt hit him hard, especially since he fought Justin last and lost and never got the belt himself. Imagine him going out with John Jones, someone dying that night. All right? The best and saddest part of the video is the end when he's leaving in cuffs. He asks the guy to fist bump him and tells him thanks. He did a good job of dealing with him. And that's very respectable. That was honorable. That was honorable, and that shows that really beneath all of this depression and shit he going through with the alcoholism, he actually is. He actually has a good heart under it because he knew he was in the wrong. Someone said on Reddit, someone had a comment, and they actually had the vision about Dustin Poirier. It said there's been a switch between Poirier and that seemed to happen somewhere in the past 6 to 12 months where he just doesn't come across as himself anymore. It's honestly really strange, and I would love to pinpoint exactly where it happened. I remember he posted a video, I think in an Uber a few months back, where he was clearly out of his mind drunk, but I also got the impression he was on something as well. He gives major Lost vibes post-retirement, and I feel like there's something going on in his personal life. It could 100% simply be down to having so much free time now that he's just not fighting anymore, which I know he's spoken about, but it's just odd to see. When he was actively fighting, he always came across as so in tune with himself and grounded. Now he seems to be missing that part of himself. Very interesting. So boy need to go down to Grande Isle and get to work on shrimping boat. That'll settle him in right now. That'll settle him right in now and set him straight. All right. Gilbert Arenas spoke about being lost as a retired NBA player. He would drive for 4 hours a day to kill time. That's really sad to read because he did seem so in control of himself, at least UFC facing time. I hope he figures it out. Ooh, one of my faves ever. Said, yeah, looking back at it, Justin came from a street fighting background. He grew up in the hood, if I'm not mistaken. He always talked shit when needed and never claimed or pretended to be a nice guy. When in an interview, they asked if you would fight back if your daughter gets bullied, he immediately said, oh, we fight back with no doubt. You see who he is, and while he was competing, the competition kept him grounded and focused on what mattered. It felt like he had no space to even act on his personality due to the constant pressure of competition. And now there's no pressure. A lot of things might come out. He really needs to evaluate what's wrong and what he wants now that he's not fighting. So it's really, really interesting because, like, I agree. I feel like a lot of people, whether you in finance, whether you in fighting, whether you in content, I feel like anybody, you know, as a man, I feel like it maybe it's slightly different for some women, because I would say in general, you know, not to offend anyone, but like I would say just in general, like women are more kind of family focused than a lot of men. Men are very career driven, and it's kind of like purpose driven men that get these horrible bouts of depression when they lose their thing that they're good at, they lose their thing they're famous for. And I hear it, I understand, man, and it is really sad. And you got to ask yourself, does this guy need a different challenge? Does he need a new side business, a new side hustle? Does he need to get into presenting? Maybe he needs to start a YouTube channel, but he needs something to focus on. I ain't trying to be an asshole, but like that ain't his family, you know what I'm saying? Because your family is always there for you, but at the same time, like you need, as a man, you need your craft. You need something to go and tinker with, whether it's fighting, you in the gym. You need a challenge. You always need a mountain to climb, man. And a lot of people, they retire and they die. They just die because they got nothing to focus on, nothing to push them forward. So they're saying he posted a video of him on a plane a few months ago and he was slurring his words and never mix alcohol and benzos. All right, they send that video, threw him off. It's crazy. So last thing I'm going to show you is this. They're saying this is the evolution of Dustin Poirier's signature move. All right, his hands on hips, ready to go, leaning in. All right, that's crazy. I would not play with this man. I wouldn't be anywhere near him while he's doing that, lol. The cop saw him use his ult and backed the F off. He said, F, I missed it first time. He does pull up the shorts. No wonder dude backed up so fast. That's his kill mode. He went straight kill mode, man. Cop should have told him his wife's in his DM. Then Justin jumps the gully. That would have been awesome. The cop would have been fine. He'd probably murder the guy if he said that. I bet that phrase still triggers him. You think he's just going to sit there and let him murder him? Like, really? Bro was one step from getting tased. Says DP got some demons retiring from the sport. Was hard on him. Plus, Justin Gaethje winning the belt in that fashion at the later stages of his career definitely bothered him. You see this all the time in normal day-to-day jobs. Someone retires after making work their entire identity, and then they just rot or spin off the rails. Hobbies are important, my dudes, even the smallest ones. Hell, I tie paracord things when I hear the bottle calling, and I'm not even retired. Cheap and keeps your mind busy from being pissed off because knots are witchcraft, right? I mean, it's a bit different for professional fighters. Just think 20,000 people chanting your name, adrenaline pumping, you get the knockout, the crowd goes ballistic, a feeling only a small percentage of people will ever have. Then he retires and suddenly there's no bright lights, no crowds cheering your name, no signature knockout, just a quiet life with your family, which obviously is a family man, but there's no comparison. Very similar to musicians who've talked about the drug use and trying to come down after a show. He was trying to get that. He looked like he was close to getting that knockout in the airport. Thank God he didn't, because that could have been the end of his life in numerous ways. Okay, I wish him all the best. I hope that he can overcome this and, you know, find his way back on track, whatever he decides to do. But that was some of the craziest footage I've ever seen. And if you liked that and you liked this video, go and check out Body Cam Ross. Got all the breakdowns of all the interesting body cam. We got more coming. I just dropped one today. I just dropped one yesterday. We got more coming. And if you guys are rocking with this, I'm going to try and do even more. I'm going to try and do 2 a week if you guys are rocking with it. Okay, we've been doing this for a month and a bit now. I think we've been doing this, and I'm just really, really grateful. And it's all diverse stories, okay? The mother being forced to drop the baby from the burning building is the most popping video that we've dropped. But as I said, we've got this video about this guy that he was a former rapper that thought he was the devil. He ran at the police with a machete. You ain't got to guess how that one turned out. This one's about a racist cop that actually forgot that he was being recorded being racist on his body cam footage and got in a whole bunch of trouble. This is a really interesting one, low-key, kind of like Suicide by Cop vibes, where somebody basically, you know, there's a well-being check and somebody came in and ended up turning deadly. There's a lot of crazy stuff. This was a wild story about basically the corrupt cop that Even though the guy blew zero, even the guy that goes showed no signs of being intoxicated, he still arrested him and ended up getting sued, and the force had to pay out an exorbitant amount of money. It's crazy. And I do have a couple stories coming up on this channel that are just mind-blowing that I've already recorded. We're editing them at the moment, and it's just something that I'm really interested in. I'm genuinely passionate about body cam content, so if you're interested, go check it out there. But guys, I'm out for now. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.